This is a small black spider, and it has the next 1,000 days to build the greatest web of death. But other spiders are watching every thread it spins, and if it fails, their shadows will tear apart its silk, devour its prey, and conquer its kingdom. Everything depends on the speed of its threads. In the early days, it began spinning its first web in a dark corner of my ceiling. If we look closely, then we can see the silky strands forming one after another. But in the world around it, the spider must face flying insects and rival spiders. Its journey has only just begun. The spider never leaves the center of its web, so it spins sticky threads to catch prey and protect itself. But danger has already arrived. A massive housefly is circling its web. That fly has been living in my kitchen for weeks. Oh my God. The fly is rushing straight toward the web. The spider feels the vibrations. It retreats to the center, ready for a deadly leap. But the fly doesn't fall into the trap. It escapes at the very last second. If the spider wants to survive, it needs a bigger, stronger web. And for that, it needs silk. It specializes in producing different kinds of silk. Strong threads for the frame, sticky ones for hunting. It covers every possible corner. To make sure nothing escapes, it's the perfect trap for flying insects. And after 50 days, the results were clear. Its web had become a true fortress, thanks to its incredible design. But the new threads are weak, thin, fragile. They need reinforcement with more silk. The remains of old insects hung for days, until a climbing ant discovered them. Luckily, she was alone. Or so I thought. He struck with lightning speed, but that was nothing. Compared to the real battle, the spider had drained its energy in that attack. I tried to help by keeping other pests away, but it was too late. What? The damage had already been done. I spent hours cleaning the area and moving the spider to a safer place. Most of its web didn't survive. The rest was badly damaged. But spiders are among the few creatures who rebuild what was destroyed with endless patience. And so the lone survivor began weaving a new web. Unbelievable. It may have lost the first battle, but will it win the war? The web is now weaker than ever. But the spider still needs food and to survive. Last time it was reckless. But this time, it moved carefully and hunted with patience. You can even see its fangs, injecting venom into its prey. Then something amazing happened. It started wrapping the prey in extra silk. Genius. It keeps it fresh for later. Protecting food means protecting the future. It's the only one capable of weaving such a complex web. If it dies, all this work will be for nothing. But as long as it lives, its silky kingdom. By day 400, the web had become a deadly maze. But now, it's time to test its true power. Here they come, 50 hungry mosquitoes. Small, fast, and annoying, like my neighbors. They spread across the room. The spider waits. Most of the mosquitoes fly past the web. If they don't get too close, they'll be safe, but one of them makes the mistake. It falls into the trap. Then another, and another, and another. This one wasn't lucky. It was the first to die, and it won't be the last. Even though the spider caught most of them, a few managed to escape. But freedom isn't what it seems. Out of the frying pan, into the fire, the wolf spider, one of the largest predators in my house. Its numbers have grown. In the basement. My pets didn't like this terrifying neighbor. It seems our little spider wasn't as ready as I thought. Over the following months, it turned its web into a real fortress. But the wolf spider was evolving too. Both of them were preparing for the final showdown. Then one of them crept into my bedroom. I didn't know why until I came back at night. A legendary battle had begun. The enemy was already at the edge of the web. To save his kingdom, he pulled back to the center of the web, where the threads were strongest. The rest was left exposed to attack. But one thread held on, Trying to catch the intruder, the wolf spider wanted more. One by one, the final battle began. 1,000 days had led to this moment. The spider began alone, spinning an empire of silk, but would he let it fall? To save his kingdom, he didn't run, he crawled, straight toward the enemy. Even my pets stopped to watch this legendary fight. He used every drop of venom in his body, and the enemy was paralyzed. We were winning, and soon we had won. The wolf spider was never seen again. And so, after 1,000 days of struggle, the black spider succeeded. Its silky empire yet now covers an entire corner of the room. And every flying insect knows this place is forbidden. This is a story of survival, creativity, and patience. The story of a tiny creature that refused to give up. In the end, he became the undefeated king of darkness.